Well, good day, smart traders. I trust each and every one of you are ready for another profitable day within the market. Let's kick things off by having a look at today's economic calendar.
Today's economic calendar may lack significant black star events, which might not be great news for our fundamental traders. However, it presents numerous exciting opportunities for technical trading. So make sure to stay till the very end, as we'll be sharing our technical analysis for today on foreign currencies, indices, and commodities.
Let's move on by having a look at what's making headlines within the financial markets today.
Let's start with currency news. The US dollar has held its ground against major currencies as tension in Russia simmers and traders eagerly await US data that could determine the timing of interest rate hikes. Russian President Vladimir Putin's handling of the recent crisis pushed the greenback to 15-month highs against the ruble. While the market expects the Federal Reserve to raise its rates target by 25 basis points in July, the path beyond that remains uncertain. Shifting our focus to digital currency, Bitcoin prices have been in great position throughout the week, with solid gains above $30,000. The recent year-to-date high in Bitcoin prices coincides with increased institutional interest in the coin. Some market participants believe that the pause in interest rate surges by the Federal Reserve could lead to further weakening of the dollar, prompting traders to turn to alternative options like Bitcoin, potentially extending its rally alongside equity markets. Now let's delve into what is making headlines on Wall Street. The stock market welcomed the latest data showing economic resilience. Despite the possibility of tight rates from the Fed, the Dow Jones Industrial Average advanced for the first time in the last week as Wall Street prepared for the end of the first half of the year. The 30 stock index jumped 0.63%, with the S&P 500 soaring 1.15% and the Nasdaq securing 1.65%. Notably, Meta Platforms and Microsoft rallied, lifting the tech-heavy Nasdaq following Monday's sell-off. Moving on to commodities. Oil prices slumped over 2% due to signals that central banks may not be done with interest rate hikes. Additionally, industry data showed lower US crude and gasoline inventories during the peak summer driving season. European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde emphasized that stubbornly high inflation would require the bank to avoid declaring an end to rate hikes, as higher interest rates can weigh on the economic activity and oil demand. Lastly, let's wrap things up with bullion. Gold prices experienced another slide as fears of a Fed resumption in rate hike persisted. The decline came alongside the release of consumer confidence data, which showed American spending with little resilience despite their concerns about the economy. Moreover, sales of new homes in the United States jumped 20% year-on-year last month, suggesting that the Federal Reserve's monitoring inflation reading due on Friday could also come in stronger than expected. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Let's delve into our technical analysis for the day. First, we'll take a look at Euro USD, followed by the Nasdaq 100, and finally, crude oil and gold. Remember, these technical analysis scenarios are subject to market conditions and should be used in conjunction with other relevant indicators and analysis tools. As always, exercise caution and conduct thorough research before making any trading decisions. Starting with Euro USD, the currency pair is currently trading just below the primary resistance zone and above the hourly diagonal support. If the support breaks with a close below 1.0935, we could potentially see downward momentum towards 1.086. On the other hand, a break above the resistance with a close above 1.0985 might trigger bullish momentum, sending this currency pair up to 1.106. Moving on to the Nasdaq 100. The US tech market is currently trading just above the primary support level and below the diagonal resistance. A break above the resistance with a close above 15,000 could reignite the rally, pushing this index up to 15,200. Conversely, a break of the support with a close below 14,700 could trigger a decline down to 14,400. Now let's shift our attention to crude oil for today. WTI is still trading within a sideways formation, currently within the primary support zone. A break below the zone with a close below 67 might trigger a decline down to 64.5. Conversely, a close above 70 could reignite bullish momentum, propelling this commodity up to 72.7. Lastly, let's look at gold. The yellow metal is currently facing extreme pressure. If there's a close below 1910, we could see additional downside momentum, potentially driving this commodity down to 1870. However, a close above 1923 might trigger a short-term correction, pushing the price back up to 1940.
So that is it from us here at Smart Online Trader. Should you be interested in any additional services that we offer, kindly get in touch with us or simply click on one of the links in the description below. As always, may the peace be with you. Cheers.